Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel, Nia Bia TV. If you're new here, I'm Nia. If you're not new here, then hey y'all, welcome back. If you can tell by the title, then you already know what this video is gonna be about. I was the problem, okay? That's just straight to the point. I was the problem. Yeah, I know I got my journal with all my random thoughts and things like that. One thing I wrote is I had to get out of my own way and I had to stop self-sabotaging myself. I wrote, the power was always within me. Sometimes you have to lose your mind to find your peace of mind. Sometimes you have to go almost crazy questioning your mental health just to find peace, just to know peace and to have clarity. Sometimes you have to just really go through yourself and go through all your emotions and the bad and really get down to what it is. I just had so much doubt, I had so much fear, and I feel like all of that was just mixing up and creating this anxiousness and this anxiety in me. When I realized that I was the one that was holding myself back, it's not all these people that surround me, it's not the world, it's not my friends, it's not my peers that are doubting me, it's myself. I was doubting me. Like, that was the voice that was in my head, not other people, it was me. And I feel like a lot of people are like that, and a lot of people are moving in survival and moving in defense mode. And I was very defensive for a long time. And I feel like when you're moving in that way, you're blocking out the love and you're blocking out so many opportunities for yourself, because it's just, you're creating a blockage in your body and in your mind. Sometimes life feels like a rebirth and death constantly, repeatedly. Like sometimes I would get really high. I feel like I finally know what's going on. I finally know what I'm doing. And then boop, I don't know anything anymore and I'm lost and I don't know where to go. And then life starts picking up again and I feel like I know, and then poof, it goes back down and it's just something else. And that's just what life is. And Lauryn Hill talked about that in some video on YouTube. I'm gonna try to link it down below. But she talked about how like life is like learning and then it's mastery and then it's learning again and then it's mastery. It's like highs and lows. She talked about that. And it is what life is about. It's ups and downs, and you get to a point where you realize everything really must go. All these negative thoughts, all these negative opinions, all these things that you're projecting on yourself, these limiting beliefs, hate, gossip, all that, everything that you are feeding yourself that's negative has to go. It don't matter what you read, what you watch. The only thing that's gonna make real change in your life is when you're really fed up. You fed up with feeling how you feel. You fed up with feeling drained. You fed up with all that. That is when you're going to make the real change in your life, when you're completely fed up. And then after that, it's like you gotta learn how to have that discipline even when you don't have your motivation. You know what I'm saying? Even when something hasn't hurt you, even when you haven't gone through a heartbreak, having that discipline to still get up and keep going even when you don't have anything to prove to someone else is really about you and your journey. Another thing is you really have to confront that shadow in yourself, those insecurities that you tell yourself. You have to accept that. Like, I always think after I post a video, I'll really love it. And then later on, I'll think like, dang, when people watch this, they gonna think this, or they might think this or that about me. And I had to stop and think like, no, you think that about you. They may not think that, you know what I'm saying? And if they do think that, that's not your business. How other people feel about you is not your business. It just matters how you feel about you. It's so easy to blame others for how they trigger us, but we trigger ourselves the worst. And it's time to take accountability and accept our dark side, accept how messy we can be and how imperfect we can be. really try to love all of you. And it's a process. It's not going to happen overnight. Like, it's easier said than done. But become aware of those insecurities in yourself and try your best to find ways to fix it and to reassure yourself that you are enough, because you are. Like, you're human. You are a human. Show me one person on this earth that is perfect, that doesn't have one flaw, that, you know what I'm saying, never acts out of character ever in life, that never made a mistake. Just show me them. And if you can, honestly, whatever happens in their lives isn't your business. So I also had to stop people pleasing. Like, I realized I was making other people comfortable while I felt uncomfortable. I was continuously getting the short end of the stick and then being mad about it, when I am an active participant in all the relationships in my life. So whatever I allow is what will continue. If I am allowing you to talk to me any type of way, treat me any type of way, then that is what will continue. It is complete insanity to keep doing the same things and expecting a different result. Like, no. I had to stand firm on what I want in my life and not negotiate that. Like, if you cannot do that, then go be with someone that aligns with you better, because I'm going to do that. And I just let go of all this desperation because I feel enough within myself. That doesn't mean that I don't want love or that I don't want to give love, but I'm giving love now on my terms. I'm not just accepting anything just to say that I have love, because I have love within myself, and I have love from God, and I have love from so many things. One thing that I can say that has really helped me get out of my own way is talking to myself, talking out loud, just getting my thoughts out of my head. Another thing is listening to sacral chakra music. It removes blockages in your mind and in your body. When you play, I listen to it to go to sleep, and it is really good to cleanse your chakras and cleanse your mind. I like listening to it, and I be feeling very peaceful throughout the day. Sometimes I play it. And another thing that has helped me is making small promises to myself every week. Sometimes I feel like we're really ambitious in our goals, and we want to accomplish these big things at once, but it's so overwhelming that we don't end up accomplishing anything. So I feel like setting small goals really helps every week, because it's like you can focus on that one goal every week, and you really don't realize how kind of hard it is to focus on just that one goal. But it makes it easier because it feels like I'm finally keeping a promise to myself. Like last week, I made a promise to myself that I would meditate every day for at least 10 minutes. And if you're like me, meditation is kind of hard to start off with, because you really have to quiet your mind. And in trying to meditate, you realize how many thoughts you really have, how your mind is really cluttered for real. And I feel like putting on that chakra music and trying to meditate really helped me ground myself back down. But like I was saying, if you're like me and your thoughts kind of getting away sometimes, I saw someone say humming is really healing. So I'm gonna have another video talking about how I meditate and what works for me and stuff like that. When I hummed while I meditated, it helped my mind focus on humming. I feel like that kind of helped my mind to not focus on my thoughts. So I focused on humming, and then I focused on my breathing too, breathing in and out. And doing that in a sequence, it's like, okay, I wanted to meditate a little longer after that because I just felt so good. I realized I had thought to myself, I think so much, but I realized I'm starting to feel better in life, honestly, the other day. And then I thought to myself, but you just had a random breakdown 2 hours ago. And then I thought, yeah, but I meditated and got right back to where I was. And that's what I realized, that's what life is about. Feeling those feelings, getting them out, and then grounding yourself back down for a moment. Breathing for a few minutes and focusing on that feeling of just breathing. All those thoughts move through our mind on a daily. Social media, projections, other people's opinions. It gets hard to hear God and to have clarity. It's no wonder why your mind is so cluttered. Like, if you want to feel fresh air, meditate. Like, I have never just felt just so clear and just full of clarity for real until I really meditated. And I always used to see people say like meditation changed my life, all this, but it really does. You just have to find what works for you and what's going to help you like ground yourself down. And there's so many different meditation practices. Like, I read a meditation book. I'm gonna try to link it down below too. So don't feel like you're doing it wrong. Don't feel like it's a wrong and right way. Like, no, just observe yourself, observe your thoughts, and just in your mind say in and out, breathe in and out. Like, focus on that. Focus. Let yourself know that you're at peace. Let yourself know that you're protected, that you're fine. Like, just find what works for you. Don't stop trying. It's something out there that's going to work, and it's a sequence of things that are going to help you feel better. You have to create your own routine for what works for you. What works for me may not work for you. You have to find your center. You have to find what's going to get you back right, what's going to ground you back down when the world around you is feeling too hectic and feeling too heavy and feeling too loud. You have to find your center. And a lot of people, I feel like they find their center in drinking or smoking or like playing video games or other things. But I feel like you have to find something outside of those things too, because you don't want to have to just rely on those things. You need to, whether it's yoga, whether it's getting active physically, like exercising, whatever that is, whatever is your center, you have to just see what works for you and just try things. Like, whether it's therapy, whether it's, you know, whatever, you just try things out and just see what's going to be your center. That's what life is about. Feeling those emotions and then coming back down and doing what you need to do to make life feel worth living again, but not just drowning in those emotions and those feelings. Like, yeah, give yourself time to feel those things, but also get out of those things too. Sometimes, like I said, you have to go through complete chaos just to get to peace. And I feel like you have to do that so you can not just learn what you needed to learn, but also to apply it. And like that, I feel like that's what learning is about. Not just knowing all these things, but actually applying the things that you learn and teaching other people the things that you learned too along the way, because they're probably going to be in the same positions that you were in life, and you could be that motivating and inspiring person that they need or that you needed. So I just feel like everything is happening for a reason, and I'm just thankful for the friends and the family that loved me through everything in life. Like, loved me. I feel like that's what life is about. And I just keep saying that's what life is about, but life is about so many different things, and I just feel like it's about love. And I feel like life is about love, or it's about the lack thereof love. Like, I feel like everyone is moving, everyone wants love, even when people are mad or are angry or killing. I feel like all of that is just a cry for love, or just a cry for the love that they always wanted. Or even envy and jealousy and all that is just love that just doesn't know where to go, that doesn't know where to be placed. Like envy, one is envious of you because they actually love that got this or that, or that people love. Like, it's just so many different reasons. But like, once you're aware, awareness is the first step, but then after that it's action. And I feel like we're living in the best times. We got Google, we got libraries. Anything you're trying to overcome in your life, is resources out there. It's people that have been through it. It's books. Like, when you're really fed up and you really want to feel better, you're gonna find resources to feel better and get you to where you need to go. So don't be afraid of being vulnerable, because you just never know who can relate to you or who can help you. So yeah, y'all, that's what this video was about. How I was the problem and how I had to get out of my own way. And I'm constantly finding my center. I'm constantly finding what grounds me down. In the springtime, it was nature that grounded me down. In the winter, it's meditation. And I'm gonna honestly try to meditate at least 5 minutes every day. At least. If I can go to 10, that'll be good. If I can go to 20, that'll be good. But at least 5 minutes every day to just ground myself back down and bring myself back to the moment, and not just be living in the past or living in the future or just living in my mind. Like, sometimes you just need to embrace the now. The only thing that is real is this current moment. Yeah, I hope y'all enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure you give me a big thumbs up, like, subscribe, and comment, and I'll see y'all in my next video. Bye.